In 2005, this guy named Linus Torvalds, already famous for creating Linux, decided to solve this problem forever by building his own tool for version control, which he later named Git.
Git is able to track every change made to your files over time, allowing you to view exactly what was changed, who changed it, if you want to blame someone for writing stupid code, and most importantly, it allows you to restore any previous version of your project if something goes wrong. Using Git involves three main areas. Working directory, this is where you edit your files. Staging area, when you are satisfied with the modifications, you use git add to add your files to the staging area. Basically, you prepare them to be saved. Repository. You use git commit to save the changes from the staging area. For each commit, you can add a message, which should be descriptive and clearly say what was updated. Otherwise, your senior coworker will come and punish you for bad commit messages. And trust me, I've been there.
Git also allows for branching. A branch is a separate line of development where you can work on a new feature without affecting the main project code. Once the feature is tested and working, you merge that branch back into the main one. If the feature doesn't work, you can delete the branch without any impact on your original files. Now, what the hell is GitHub? It is important to distinguish between Git and GitHub. Git is the local tool you use on your computer, while GitHub is an online platform used to host your Git repositories, making it easier to collaborate with others and back up your work in the cloud. When working with a remote service like GitHub, you need to synchronize your local workspace with the remote one. You use git push to send your local commits to the remote repository, and you use git pull to download changes made by others to your local machine. Now, these are the most common commands that you will use with Git, but there is much more about this tool. It has the incredible amount of 152 commands. Another one worth mentioning is git status, which displays the state of the working directory and the staging area. But anyways, enough for today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.